Hi, Carol.
Hey, David.
I'm only on my Logitech camera today. My computer is not recognizing the installed camera.
Oh, wonderful.
And of course, you always discover those things just before class.
Absolutely. I mean, and when else would you discover it?
I have no idea why that is.
Hmm.
It will not update the driver. Also, my computer is refusing to accept the most recent Windows update too. I don't know what's going on.
Ah, that may be related.
Might be exactly, might be related.
Yeah,
So
yours is not a very old computer, is it?
no, it's only about a year old. I wish I knew more about how to handle problems.
Yeah, I generally left the hardware to the hardware geeks.
I know, of
I,
course.
I luckily, I mean, I was in information technology, but I was more a programmer and an analyst of how it was what it was doing, how it was doing
Yeah,
what it was doing for the business, rather than the the nuts and bolts of why doesn't this computer work.
yeah. Well,
And there's always reboot,
yeah.
but I'm sure you've done that multiple times.
Well, not multiple
No?
yet, but I was I was kind of startled. I mean, he came up with a message that it wasn't recognizing the camera, and this computer doesn't have a physical switch, so that's not the issue. And it ran through some troubleshooting, but didn't find what the problem was. So,
Hmm.
but that's okay. It's not that I have no way to be here.
Right.
And actually, um, we're kind of lucky. About an hour or so ago, our electricity went off, and I thought, oh, well,
That would be interesting. Can you zoom on your phone?
it was only out for about 20 minutes and came back, so
Good.
that was lucky. Hi, Linda.
Hi there, how are you?
I'm surviving.
You're surviving.
Well,
Oh,
computer problems and tenant problems, so one of
uh,
those weeks when there are things.
Oh dear, tenant problems too, huh?
Yeah, he was great for a while, but that's kind of fallen apart, and I think he's leaving. We want him to leave.
Hmm.
yeah, if he's not, if didn't you say he lost his job or he quit his job or something and now he can't pay his rent?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, we didn't. Yeah, he hasn't paid November yet.
Oh, oh,
So he's supposed to be out by the Sunday, but I'm not sure he's going to make it. But I guess maybe after going back and forth, he's decided to take the job in Florida.
Uh,
But still got to get him out of here.
mhm.
yeah, exactly. And you might want to see if you can do something to have him pay you back in little increments once he starts getting a paycheck again.
Yeah, that would be great if he would do that. I'm not going to hold my breath, but
Oh, that's too bad because he sounded like he was great for a while.
he was. He was. We had about 9 great months with him. He made some poor choices and not not really responding very well to dealing with them. So anyway, how are you, Linda?
I'm doing good. I was freed of the boot full time.
Oh,
So
good.
I'm starting, yeah. So I'm starting to wear normal shoes in the house. I'm still wearing the boot outside because it still hurts a little bit. It
Uh-huh.
just needs a little bit more support.
Yep.
Um, so they took x-rays on Monday and everything looked good. There was one bone that hadn't completely stitched, but it was well on its way. He
Good.
said, start moving around, start using your feet. I'm cleared to go back and swim again.
Oh, that's
So,
Good.
I'm still a little tentative driving because there's still a little bit of pain in it. And I'm just, it's more mental that I will flinch because there is still some pain when I use it.
yeah.
So I'm doing only little bitty runs. Have only done one down to the beach and back, and so it's just little stuff at the moment. So hopefully it'll gradually get back there,
Oh, I'm
be a
sure.
little bit more normal.
Where do you swim? Are you one of the people who go swimming in the ocean now?
No, that's not me. I go to East Lyme High School, the
Uh-huh.
East Lyme Aquatic Center. Um, that's where I'd been going before my surgery, and they've changed a bunch of stuff now. So I'm not sure exactly what's happening. So I got to get back over there and find out what's happening
Mm.
because they haven't even charged me for November. So I'm not sure. I don't know quite what's happening with it.
Huh.
We'll see.
Well, sounds like you're on the mend and things are improving.
I'm starting to feel a lot better about everything. It was just driving me nuts that my body was starting to feel better, but I still couldn't drive and get out and do anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's nice that I've got a little bit more independence now.
Good. Good.
Yeah.
So Shell is at a neurological appointment, I believe.
In New Haven.
I'm sorry?
In New Haven, I think.
Yeah.
Mm.
So I am recording, so if she wants to review whatever we do, she can.
Hi, Shell. Hope she does see it.
Yeah,
Sending her our best.
absolutely. So, questions? How are you doing with loving balance?
I'm finding it really good. I'm kind of I don't feel I've made a whole lot of progress in that direction. It's more um how should I say it? It's more just still getting it into the practice and feeling it there. I think I still have to think about it too much.
Yeah. Well, that's a
Which
natural state of progression, I think. Carol?
I still fall asleep most of the time.
Well, I guess that's good for your sleep.
I don't know.
Rick always had this saying that his guru had said, because one of the um, what did they call it? Soham practice, and one of the disciples that was in the group that Rick would study with would always fall asleep, and then the guru said, "Oh yes, yes, ho hum practice. It's okay too."
Well, yeah, it's better than not. Indeed.
Yes.
Good. Okay.
But the loving balance, I just read that over.
Mm-hmm.
It's just before class here, and okay, maybe I can forgive myself for that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And it's important that you do.
Yes. No maybe about it here.
No baby about it at all. No. Okay. Well, let's do little energy gates, and I'm going to do today kind of a short um, review of the loving balance, and basically we're still doing the same meditation practice, but with that added infusion. So let's do a little energy gates and hopefully make contact. So stepping out, feeling the earth beneath your feet, and the head lifting off the top of your spine, and by way connecting out to the universe. Feeling the breath moving through your body. Finding those elements of Taoist longevity breathing and allowing them to open and expand. And allow you to slow and lengthen and increase your breath. Letting the energy drop through your body. Feeling the sinking of the chi. At first, just the downward flow, clearing the unresolved energy from your body. And then extending your mind through your body and beginning to feel the flow of the chi and wherever you may have interruptions or blockages of that flow. anything that you feel you may want to dissolve and release, that's a good thing to do. Finding what will let go most easily and releasing them. Then stepping out and beginning to flow into cloud hands. And then into the swings. And I'm going to ask you two to just chat for a moment. I'll be right back.
Okay. So, Carol, how are things going for you?
Pretty good.
Good. Good.
John seems to be getting strength back,
Oh, that's good.
or not losing it more.
That's good.
Which foot was your right foot that was surged?
Yeah, it was the right foot this time. I'm not sure if I even want to go and have the left foot done or not. You know, it was much bigger ordeal than I expected.
Mm.
So, I don't know. I haven't quite decided. I think I'm gonna let this one heal and see how I do, and then go from there. And
Well,
still,
at least with the left, you'll still be able to drive.
exactly, that was the worst. Was just feeling that helplessness of having to have somebody drive me everywhere I needed to go.
Yeah.
And you know, if they weren't available, I didn't go. So I wasn't. I still haven't quite gotten the Uber thing around. So I'm just not. Nothing was that important that it rose to that level of need.
Yeah.
So yeah.
You were able to get food into your house. So.
Yeah, I've got a extra freezer, a little dorm size freezer in the basement. So I had stocked up. So I was really in pretty good shape. It was just the fresh fruits and vegetables and, you know, eggs and things like that. And that was pretty easy to just put out a call to say, whoever goes to the grocery store next.
Please get.
Yes, exactly. So I did make my first run through a grocery store Tuesday or Wednesday. And that felt good to, you know, but it made me realize that I'd forgotten how much I hated grocery stores.
Oh, that's about the only kind of shopping I mostly enjoy.
Is that right?
Yeah, I mean, clothing stores or, you know, the idea of, oh, let's go shopping as entertainment.
Yeah, no. No, that's rarely an entertainment form for me. If I need something, I go and get it.
Yeah.
And there are times when I need something and I do want to look around a lot.
Yeah.
But I think part of why I hate the grocery stores is I worked in a grocery store in college.
That'll do it.
Yeah, exactly. So it's just like, no, I'm not interested in doing this. So yeah, so it's all good.
Yeah.
Are you still teaching the class, the seniors class?
Yep.
Is that one where is it? Montville or Uncasville? Montville.
Well, it's Uncasville, which is, you know, it's all part of it.
Yeah, right. But it's where at the Montville Senior Center?
Yep.
Nice. How's that going?
Pretty well. We have next week is the last class till the end of the year, until next year actually, because they use the room that we have our class in to do holiday baskets for people, food baskets. So we had two classes in November, 3 classes in November, with 2 weeks in the middle with no class, and then and next week is our last class until January 10th.
Okay.
So yeah, it's I'm not the teacher that David is.
I'm sure you do.
But I think I do it adequately. But between now and then, I think I need to come up with a new qigong to do, and and refresh my 8 gates work and see about starting them in on that. Because I have a core of about 5 people who have doing this. Will be a year that we've been doing it.
Oh, great.
So
that's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely keep them motivated.
They seem to be interested.
Good.
They don't seem to be practicing any, but then I haven't stressed it. I haven't stressed it as much as it was stressed for me. But I was highly motivated to practice, and I don't think these folks are.
You know, there's, when I look at my students that do or don't practice, I just stop and figure that there's just different reasons for different people to be doing this kind of study.
Yeah.
And sometimes it is just that weekly release of, okay, let's get out there and do something. And then you don't think about it for a week, and that's okay. And it still has an impact.
Yeah.
It still makes a difference. It's just not a fast one. It's just not a real, it's not as quick a progression as, you know, for instance, what you and I do with this, and do me with my piano and things like that. So
Yeah.
So yeah, you just you put it out there and they nibble. And so
my apologies.
No problem, David. No problem.
So love in Taoism is absolutely at the core of all the meditation practices and all their major beliefs. The Taoists are not as metaphysical as the Buddhists are. They are very practically oriented. The Taoists do not deny in any shape, manner, or form that there are universal spiritual forces. But Taoists go to balance, not compassion in the beginning. And where does this come? Taoists believe that if you do not arrive at balance, first, you will never arrive at compassion. Not that you shouldn't be compassionate. Within Taoism, they say the only thing that will make any situation or circumstance better, no matter what it is love. It is compassionate, but they don't emphasize it. They say that balance is required before genuine, natural, free-flowing, non-forced, non-ideological compassion can begin to arise. So they look at making things balance first in order to arrive at love and compassion. Without that, there will always be some grand polarity at the level of self-interest or belief or something else. So they see that when human beings start finding balance, they can begin implementing and actually doing compassion and love. Otherwise, it's just a grand idea that doesn't seem to get off the drawing board. And Taoists don't just say emotional balance. They say psychic balance and physical balance, because they see that they're all bound together. And Taoists look beyond emotions. Emotions are important, but they're not the whole thing. Now, within the normal human condition, your mind always sets up yin-yang dichotomies, and ultimately what occurs is that yin fights the yang for dominance. And in fighting for dominance, love and compassion usually go out the window. So you can take an idea and make it either yin or yang, or a yin or yang polarity, or incorporate it into a yin or yang polarity, but when you look for something being balanced between whatever the yin yang forces are, it becomes obvious that loving compassion is what kicks it over the edge into actually being balanced. And as you are balanced and you stay more and more balanced, over time it becomes very, very obvious whether or not you're having a sense of compassion, not just for others, but also for yourself. So the Taoists go for loving balance. If that happens, they believe that compassion will flow from it naturally. And it's very important, the Taoists say, because when you meditate, you will come up against blockages, and you will come up against frustrations, and you will come up against incredible insights. And this is all part of loving balance. Because loving balance has to be both first inside yourself, and then you will find that your ability to extend it to other people will grow. But it's important to realize that when you meditate, you may need to continuously forgive yourself during your practice, because everybody screws up. Everybody does things they know they shouldn't do while they're doing it, and yet they do them. And you constantly have to forgive yourself. Loving balance enables this to happen very well, because if you can forgive yourself in reality, you'll just do it. Well, if you don't forgive yourself, you'll just do things all over again. Or you may encounter frustration. You're trying to dissolve this thing, but it won't dissolve. And sometimes things are really deep and really hard and take a month or more to dissolve. So you have to forgive yourself that you haven't done it yet. You have to have a sense of loving balance toward yourself, because you have to realize you can't build a 100-story building in an hour. So when you find yourself not perfect, loving balance says, don't seek to be ruled by the nature of perfection. Seek excellency. Do the best you can do. Try to be better tomorrow than you are today. Try to resolve more inside yourself tomorrow than you did today. But forgive yourself that you didn't do it today. And don't look to be perfect. Love yourself. Find the balance inside yourself and accept that this happens in life. So we'll keep on doing the 3 stages that we've been practicing, finding the energy behind and getting it to relax. But what you have now is that you're trying to incorporate loving balance into your practice. You have to forgive yourself for not just pushing on. So let us sit. And close your eyes. And feel your structure. It's important to be straight so the energy can flow. And breathe. And once again, sink your chi. Feel that flow. And then extend your mind through your body. And then starting at the crown of your head, begin to scan down through your body until you find a blockage. Then allow yourself to begin to become aware of all the other little tiny energies anywhere in your body or mind that are connected to that blockage. then begin to relax all those tiny blockages behind your main blockage, wherever they may be located. Then relax the entire conscious mind's energy. And as you do that, keep loving balance and forgiveness of yourself as constantly present as you possibly can. And then begin to close when you are ready. Sending all balance, gain, benefit gained from this practice out to help all the sentient creatures of the universe. So any last minute thoughts or questions? I hope you continue to find balance and feel better.
Thank you, David.
Thank you.
Thank you.
See you in 2 weeks.
See you in 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Hopefully in person by then.
Oh, that'd be great.
Right. Yeah.
Yes.
I look forward to seeing all of you in person.
Yes. Bye.
Bye.